Now, Twitter, people were sort of raising eyebrows and going, is this a joke? When they did their big deal at 100 million, I don't even know if it was post-money or pre-money, 100 million valuation. They now did a valuation, a 100 million raise at a valuation of $1 billion. What do you think about Twitter? Do you think that those kind of valuations make sense?
There's something about valuations that it's almost easier to get a higher valuation before you have any money, before you're making any money. So if you're pre-revenue, it's anyone's guess as to how much money you might make somewhere down the road. And Twitter has been holding off on turning on their revenue stream. There's lots of ways they can make money. They can just plaster the site with ads and they'll start making money overnight. I think they don't want to do that. They want to find some new way to make money that is in keeping with the user experience. Since they've raised so much money, they don't have to figure that out yet. But time is ticking, and now with this new fund, investors are going to want to see what they have, not just in terms of user growth, which also is flatlining, taking this engaged audience and then turning it into either a marketing vehicle to that audience or to provide premium services for corporations that want to use it as a way to reach out to an engaged audience. I can see a lot of different ways that Twitter can make money. But I also think that if they had a revenue stream, if they were making even if they were making $20 million a year or $50 million a year, then that would have given the investors something to value the company on. It would be some multiple of whatever they were making, and there's no way that you would have gotten to $1 billion valuation. So in a way, they were smart to hold off because they knew, they have this, they've been in discussions with potential acquirers, right? So either they get acquired or they try and go it alone. In order to go it alone, they needed a big chunk of cash so that they can go up against Facebook and go up against Google to sort of build out their system. I mean, even now there's, it seems like daily or weekly issues with the service. It needs to just scale and be reliable for whatever reason for this very simple messaging service. That's a public, quasi-private messaging service. It's a new form of communication, really. I think of it as this kind of somewhere between private IMs and public blogging. It's like a public IM system. Everything on the internet that's grown really fast has been some form of communication. You tack on media and content to that communication, and that's where it becomes really powerful. For me, Twitter is kind of the backbone of a new computing infrastructure in a way. It's not just Twitter. It's this whole idea of these streams of information, and that's why I think you're seeing Facebook totally recast itself.
Is Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg's Twitter envy? Is that a smart gut or strategic decision or direction?
I've been very impressed with how quickly that company, which is already a pretty large company, has been able to almost turn on a dime, focus on this area. Either that's the right bet or it's the wrong bet, but obviously the folks at Facebook believe strongly in the stream as a sort of metaphor for how you consume information, and they're emphasizing it, and they're growing faster than Twitter.